right. Here we go. So I'm just going to go through a couple things real quick. So first things first, you guys are probably in there getting your lecture or your participation points under control. Make sure that you've done your lecture questions. I think I only have one person in this class that didn't do their lecture questions and one person that needs to make up the quiz. But other than that, everybody's squared away. And once you do your participation points, you have all your points for the week. Okay. Awesome. Then took a look at the test last night with the other chemistry teachers, and we came up with a 75-point test. It is 19 questions. You will take it in class on Friday. This test is on Friday. So you guys have a lab tomorrow. Tomorrow's lab day. So you guys will have a lab tomorrow in here. It will do a little bit of review. The students at home have already done the lab, so they can just use tomorrow to review as well. For those of you at home, it is open between 7:30 and 1:30, and it is pretty much mostly straightforward. However, I tried to make you think a little bit. It's kind of hard to make you think a little bit when there are multiple choice questions. It's like almost like a guessing game at some point, but I tried to get a couple to make you think. So let's talk about what everything is going to be over. Remember, thermochem notes number 1, we're simply like everything goes from high to low, insulator, conductor, what's the difference between heat, thermal energy, and temperature, things like that. So that was thermochem notes number 1. Thermochem notes number 2 was the more interesting, probably newer stuff for you. We're talking entropy, spontaneity, endoexothermic, those types of things. Metals in hot water was all of our Q calculations, Q to Q calculations with the Bolt lab there. Then we went into states of matter, and we had some more Q to Q calculation stuff. And then we calculated the heat of phase change this week, and you guys took a quiz on that. So all of that stuff is fair game. I did take your quiz, or your review sheet yesterday. And what I did is I looked at it and I said, all right, question number 1 on the quiz, on the test, is it somewhere on this review sheet, at least represented? Yes, even if it's a wannabe thinker, even if it's an application, can I find it on this review sheet somewhere? And the answer is yes. The only thing that I wouldn't necessarily say is on here is there is one of those Q to Q calculations. So it's going to give you the lab data and ask you for the specific heat capacity. So there is not one of those on here, but you have lots of labs in your packet that you can review. Be very comfortable with Q is MC delta T. So if I change one of those variables, how is it going to affect the other outcomes, things like that? You got to be able to do math with it. Like I said, there is one big Q to Q question. If I said I have this much water and this bolt was boiled, chuck it in there, answer questions about that. So you do have to do that. And then there is just like yesterday's quiz, a giant phase change Q question as well, where I'm going to give you all 5 Qs, just like the quiz yesterday. You use all of them, none of them, some of them, drag them in there, and then give me your final answer. Okay? So those are just the notable things on the quiz. A couple other things. I gave you in your review sheet, I gave you the blank concept map. I guess maybe I thought I would make you do it. I'm not going to have you write that in. It seems like a big waste of time for right now. There are also 2 more phase change questions if you care. We didn't get to the miracle thaw. That's okay. Nobody really needs to do that anyways. So anyways, on your heat and concept and energy map, it's blank. Some years I go through and I make the students write all that stuff. That doesn't seem like the greatest use of time today. So if you would like to see the concept map, if you go into week 12 and you go into Wednesday, okay, I have all the keys for everything. If you wanted to do any more phase change problems, there's the key for you. If you wanted to see the concept map, okay, it's right there. If you want to print it off and have it, I just didn't print it off because I'm not allowed to print off something for in-class people when there's out-of-class people. So here is the filled-in concept map. It's blank in your thing. You can either fill it in if you would like, print it off, look at it, whatever you would like. But all I want to do right now is then just shut my trap. And what I want for you to do is go to the next page where it says Unit 3 Heat and Energy Test Review. Okay. Be familiar with the labs we've done in this unit. And then if you can go through and you can answer these 15 questions, Okay, you're looking pretty good for our test tomorrow. So right now, we simply just some review time. The key is also up in the Wednesday folder as well if you would like to check yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna put the music on quietly. I'm gonna grab the students at home attendance, see if there's anything. But again, main idea here is that on Friday, you have your thermochem test, 19 questions, 75 points. So yes, there's some math questions on there. Okay, perfect. Key is online. I'm just gonna be milling around. You guys are doing you. Review time. Let's do it. All right, those of you at home, I'm coming to see you in a second. Let me get some of this business